This time, on Highway Thru Hell,
Holy!
winter mayhem strikes the smasher.
There's two trucks tangled up.
Two teams
And you stand a risk of splitting open that trailer.
take on a tricky lift
Hold on.
and a cold, heavy weight.
There's a lot of snow around it.
Come on.
Defies Dylan.
How's the cold looking?
Snow and heavy.
On BC's Coquihalla Highway,
He's crawling up the hills. It's coming down real bad.
25 centimeters of snow is hammering the pass.
Got one spun out, slow lane, top corner.
Highways Maintenance Supervisor Curtis Brown takes in the chaos.
Transport trucks are struggling. Conditions are really deteriorating.
I'm stuck, I can't move.
We make the call to get the chain-up lights on.
You will need that again.
Hey, buddy!
But some truckers
Everybody here bypass the chain-up lights.
just rolled on through.
Right now, you guys have my highway shut down. No, you're getting pulled up.
Outfiring at the top of the hill.
It's just another winter day on the Coquihalla is all this is.
Backing down the northbound lanes is Al Query.
The snow up there is notorious. And all of a sudden, you can't even see through the snowstorm. All right. I'll tighten up and then you start grabbing gears.
Okay.
A lot of snow is not so good.
There we go.
Within minutes,
Beauty. All right, well, there you go.
the spin-out is cleared.
To provide a good service. To me, it's very important.
But down the hill,
We're gonna lose it. Holy! We got a truck jackknifing right there.
We got some problems.
Oh!
Heavy snowfall.
We got a truck jackknifing right there.
on Snowshed Hill,
We're gonna lose it. Oh!
southbound traffic descends into mayhem.
You okay?
In a heavy snowfall event, going downhill can get really sketchy for truck drivers.
There's two trucks tangled up.
They generally get themselves into a bit of trouble.
Watch out.
Best thing you could do is get out of here if you can.
Four-wheelers
You able to back up, you think?
I can try.
See if you can get far enough back.
caught in the smash-up quickly move on.
The driver's on, you know.
But an 18-wheeler
That's his fault. Okay.
isn't so lucky.
So he's just going to unhook and drive down. Limp his truck down off the road.
The driver leaves a 53-footer behind.
Slow down, nice and slow.
Al's going to hook up to his trailer and pull it down off the road so it's out of the way.
They're almost done.
In this case, I'm happy that we were able to skedaddle and not have an issue.
Stay against this guardrail on your way down.
You always have to know what's going on around you.
It's tapered at the bottom, so if you rub it, it'll just push you away from it, okay?
If there's anything we can do to get them going, that's what we do.
The final problem is on its way.
Southbound's going to be clear here now. We're going to get everybody moving again.
The biggest thing is communicating,
Well, thank you very much.
and it's a huge sigh of relief.
Great job. What happened? We got a detour here.
An hour and a half southwest. In the Fraser Valley,
Let's flip right over.
MSA Towing's 50-ton wrecker has been dispatched
It's on the way.
with Gersimrand, or Sim, Van Wait.
We're on a very tight back road. It's gonna be interesting. See how to do it.
Already on scene,
Hello! So it's gonna be team tow truck.
Aggressive Towing's Chris Mervyn
We always work together.
is joined by Sim's father, Kirpal.
Working with other companies, it's always interesting when you all get together and have the same goal.
Earlier today, the fully loaded semi caught a tight corner.
Wow.
Incredibly, the driver walked away.
I got one wheel in the ditch. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, buddy.
Right after the crash,
Pretty bad.
Merv laid eyes on the wreck.
Basically undershot a corner. Put her in the ditch, laying all over.
It's bulged pretty good, but it kind of gives us a bit of worry. We go to right it back up, it could split open.
Now,
We're ready.
a second rotator heads to the scene. Driven by Jason Davis.
We're gonna have to do a little maneuvering to flip it over together.
Waiting for backup.
So we're gonna use the rotators. We're gonna create a little bit of a roll in the trailer. And then we'll get Kirpal's truck on the front, pulling the nose of the truck over.
Merv won't sit idle.
Hook it up.
One thing you want to watch when you're rigging these things is that all your points of connection are done properly.
Good, good, good. Trying to get a strap underneath the... If we can start the trailer, we can get more straps on it and start rigging it for the rollover.
With lines laid,
I think we're ready.
Merv will try to get enough lift
Coming up. See air under that back corner at all?
to slide the strap fully under.
No. No.
I'm not moving the trailer. Nothing.
I got a feeling this is gonna be a long night. Nothing.
In the Fraser Valley,
Still on the ditch.
a sideways semi
See air under that back corner at all? No?
refuses to go Merv's way.
All we want to do is get it just around the corner? Yeah. You could dig it in.
Because it's pressed itself into the mud so hard. It's a little bit of a battle. In order to get our straps underneath it.
Get it?
Right there.
Okay.
Moments later,
It's not easy.
There's more tow trucks.
the rest of Kerpal's team joins the fray.
Jason's supposed to find his rotator.
Yeah, I saw him.
Working together, that's the only way we can survive in this industry.
Earlier this winter,
Okay, watch yourselves, boys.
MSA and aggressive
Another one? Holy crap.
worked 2 wrecks
Okay, hold it.
in one day.
Teamwork, yeah.
But tonight, there are 3 heavies from both companies.
Hello, Jason.
With the final wrecker
How you doing, brother?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Good, good, good.
now on site,
Oh, it's already bowed
Yeah.
out. How bad is it?
Jason
The whole ditch line.
gets up to speed.
That's not good.
Just straddled the ditch. So there's a bit of a wrinkle in the side of the trailer.
Loaded with mixed goods, the trailer is on top of a drainage ditch with limited support under the wall.
I honestly think you should move me ahead.
We're gonna run out of real estate real quick when we try to bring this over. So Jay and I are just gonna switch positions here.
We're 70+ thousand pounds of dead weight that we're trying to bring back up.
If you were hook onto the front axle, it'll hopefully help us do a little pulling, right?
Okay.
Be efficient in what you're doing. Make the job come out good.
With straps cradling the trailer and lines from 3 heavies, they'll try to right the transport with its load intact.
Watch out, guys.
That's it.
The worst could happen, the trailer can break. Who knows?
Okay. Pull the cable.
Okay, boys, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Pull, 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 pull.
We need rigging down the side in order to share the load. Otherwise, we're just gonna rip the trailer in half.
Got it.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. There we go. We're pretty much to the point where we can do the roll.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got room.
The trailer is fully loaded. It's gonna be tough.
Go for the nose, buddy. Load that thing right up.
Are we moving?
If we're not all working in unison, then you stand a risk of splitting up from that trailer.
I go a little bit in the back. And more on the middle, Murph.
We're on a very tight road. There's not a lot of space.
Yeah, let's do our middle lines here, Doug.
creaking, groaning. Keeping aware of the sound on these wrecks is crucial.
Okay, so what do you want to do, Murph?
We got to do all four right now.
With 4 straps and 7 winch lines in play. There's no room for error.
We're definitely watching to make sure we're not just ripping the walls.
Assume your front axle pull a little bit, buddy. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There's a rip there, buddy.
Just slow and steady and make sure that we try to get her up.
Booming up.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
I've never seen so many tow trucks.
In the Fraser Valley,
Booming up.
They're pulling that trailer back up on its wheels.
it's a do or die moment.
Oh, hold on.
For Aggressive and MSA.
Wait for a second.
You have to listen. If there's a bang, something is going to break or something already broke.
The Semi
Hold on, easy boys, easy.
is loaded with 40,000 pounds of mixed goods.
What we don't want to hear is rivets start popping.
Hold it.
Those are one of the worst sounds you can hear when you're at these critical points.
I can kick that off and catch that rim as we come over and slow it down.
Merv pauses to rethink. Gershon Van Wait, or G.
Merv and Jason, those guys have lots of experience and knowledge.
Pays attention.
2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
Merv settles on adding a catch line.
Yeah, that's it.
To smooth out the roll.
The damage on the truck and trailer actually is not that severe.
It'll be good.
We got to get it back up onto the road.
And pull your front one a little bit, buddy. Keep going, keep going. Right about that.
Yeah, keep going, Jay, keep going.
Finally, the transport
Okay, you got it.
touches down.
This unit's intact, it's upright. That's a good feeling to be able to ditch.
I think that went pretty good. Fully loaded tractor trailer back on its wheels. Now we leave it with Kerpal. It's his problem.
Earlier today, the Semi was sidelined. Now,
Good job, gentlemen, good job.
two teams
Textbook for sure. These guys are pros. We learn a lot when we work with them.
and 3 heavy wreckers.
Murph, can I get hooked onto this thing?
It's well on the road. You'll be able to go straight forward.
Can call it a night.
Communication was bang on.
Yeah.
We were able to upright this wreck
Okay.
like it was floating on a cloud.
always, it's really great to work with them. This works out really good.
We're gonna take these trucks back, truck and trailer back to our yard, and then we'll go from there.
If they need help, I'm there. If I need help, they're there.
They've done a good job.
I really enjoy Kerpal and his boys, and I look forward to doing it again.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Highway 7, is it all right?
1 hour northeast.
Fine to me.
A 50-ton wrecker.
We'll see when we get there.
And Andy Cullum lead the charge to a post-disaster recovery.
The ministry wants it done today. It's been held up for quite a while. This is our window of opportunity.
Yeah, you'll see a couple of trucks coming now.
Following Andy is Ty Kennedy.
We're headed out to the rock slide area. Maybe just on the other side of this bluff.
The team pulls up.
I see it.
To the site of a mudslide.
This van, it's being rolled, it's being tumbled, it's being thrown.
This vehicle's destroyed. The water washed it out, the rock washed it out. They all came right down there.
Last fall.
Flooded pretty much everywhere.
After the mountain came down.
Just unbelievable. Real helpful calling. Doing the clean up there.
On Highway 7.
All hands on deck right now.
Hundreds of vehicles were cleared in mere hours.
Once that's gone, I can grab that one, and be gone.
We were put to the test, and I'm glad to say we were up to the challenge.
Good work.
But today,
push it right off the road.
The long-awaited recovery.
This vehicle's beyond a write-off.
Is the toughest yet.
It's a steep bank. There's lots of trees in the way, there's lots of stumps in the way. It's presenting hazards for us.
Here, we'll get the strap for you. You can wrap it around yourself. Okay. This is rock climbing 101. Just gonna go down bare? All right.
Talking to a badass here.
Ty and Andy Swamper.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna climb over this.
His flat deck driver and heavy recovery rookie, Ethan Boyd.
This is what I live for. Something new, something crazy, really gets the adrenaline going.
We'd rather stay up top. We've been up and down these hillsides too many times to count, so now the generation below us to do it.
To minimize disruption,
Highway 7 connects the Fraser Valley to Western Canada. So it's critical that we allow the flow of traffic.
the uphill battle is limited to the shoulder of the road.
There it goes.
We only have so much room. It makes our job a lot harder.
With the angle of pull less than ideal.
Uh-oh.
on that log.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mudslide debris.
It's basically teeter-tottering on that log. It's pulling against us.
Adds to the stress.
Come on, log, just break.
On any of these obstacles, we could rip our strap apart, rip the frame apart. That is what we do not want.
The log just stands up.
Almost there.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, where's the deck truck?
Ethan closes in to haul the vehicle away.
How's it looking? Almost done.
We want this thing in one solid piece so we can throw it on my truck and get out of here.
It's like a dance.
But the rough terrain and limited space.
There's quite a bit of resistance here.
Are straining the pull.
Careful, guys.
On Highway 7.
There's recovery down there.
Post-disaster conditions.
We're pulling it through areas that the debris from the slide is sitting there.
And limited workspace. To keep traffic flowing. Cause a setback.
Hearing a winch line break, it's like a gunshot.
There goes that idea.
For the reliable mission team.
The pain. Oh well, it happens.
Andy lines up the heavy. For Plan B.
Grab the right cable, hook it to the hitch. Ethan's hopping in and trying to do anything that he can to help out. Just hook it inside the hitch right there by the exhaust.
Okay.
The 50-ton.
More.
Finishes the job.
We got it up. Another successful recovery.
Another deck truck is en route. To haul the wreck away.
As an owner and a manager, I have the utmost respect for these individuals. It's a very tough job.
Will you guys be safe up there? You too, thank you. Like might have 20 up there. Hopefully it don't get too much colder.
1 week later, the town of Merritt is gripped by extreme chill.
We've had some severe weather patterns. It poses a lot of challenges for all of us.
20 minutes north.
You got 2 records heading there now.
The lumber truck in the middle somewhere up here.
Andy has been called up from the Fraser Valley.
Work has been extremely busy. I haven't been home much.
Also dispatched,
I think we're going to be in for a bit of a fight.
We got this.
James Rooster Merkley in 30-ton Black Sheep.
Doing the heavy recoveries, bigger scale, things can go wrong. But I like it. Well, it's still running.
Stepping in there pretty good.
Let's see what we got here.
She's a little cold out.
The sidelined lumber truck
Oh boy.
weighs 140,000 pounds.
Even the snow's like up under into the catwalk. Holy jeez. And there's a lot of snow around it.
The rig and its 2 trailers lost the road, pummeling into the median.
The truck's been sitting, all the snow and everything, it's just melted underneath and then it refroze.
It's gonna be quite the pull. But we'll get her.
It's definitely locked it in and it's gonna be a fight to break it free.
Hey, Dylan!
In charge of the recovery is Supervisor Dylan Greenwood.
They do get stuck pretty bad in the ice when they plow into a spot like this.
Get in about another truck length in front of you. So we bring it straight, and then we'll put Black Sheep in right where you are.
Okay.
These got the toe pins in?
Pretty much in, I think.
Okay.
The ability that Dylan's shown over the years to manage these kind of situations is the perfect fit.
So get something good to go to his toe pins on either side, 2 little lines, and then we'll throw down here just to the fifth wheel plate.
We have 2 heavies out here. The truck is upright in fairly decent condition.
All right. Just gonna throw that to that tail under there.
I'm hoping we have enough pull power to be able to get this thing out of here.
I think we're gonna go right underneath there, that second axle, right underneath it.
With lines from the 50-ton and Black Sheep, they'll try to break the B train free.
Just hook the hooks next to each other. That way, when it pulls through, it's gonna pull like that.
I'm pretty optimistic.
We'll get it out of there in hopefully one piece.
Okay.
That's good.
Winter's a lot harder doing this job.
Okay, give it a try.
Ice in the beard, ice on everything you touch. We normally don't have temperatures this low.
Yeah, keep going.
Working in the cold, there's lots of stress on the equipment.
Freezing here.
North of Merritt,
Yeah, keep going.
Dylan's heavyweight fight. comes to a standstill.
Did it break it?
Yeah, we did.
When we start pulling on these pull points, things will start to fail, especially with this cold.
Yeah, we need another one of those.
Down a toe pin.
Oh yeah, I just pulled right off.
Dylan
That shackle's in there, and it turns, and it bound. Hold it.
tries to save the rig point.
It's got to go through that hole. That's the only hope without pulling that bumper off.
I don't think it'll go in. It's too wide.
But it's not working out.
Where do you want to dig out?
The bumper.
When it doesn't want to go your way, even a senior operator will get flustered.
Good, we should just have to take out this 4 big bolts.
Take them out?
Yeah. The whole bumper will come out of the way.
This is a much harder pull than what was initially anticipated.
Yep. The next best thing is to pop the bumper off, then we at least can chain to the frame.
Bumper's off.
Can you hook the frame rail on that side? That best with me? I'll pass it to you.
You run the chains. So that is pulling on the frame rail of the truck and down underneath the axle.
Let's go back to what we were doing.
With 300,000 pounds of total winch power.
So as Yandy starts to get some pull on that, I want you to lift, okay?
Because it'll kind of break.
It's going to put the weight into the ground.
Okay.
As soon as you see that front end move, you start to lift.
Dylan's crew rallies.
Hi.
Yep. Lift, Rooster. Lift. All right, keep going, Andy. A little bit at a time.
It's essential that we have someone like Dylan to show some leadership and be out there for your team.
1 second.
I want to take over the controls just to feel the load, see how the truck's reacting.
The 140,000-pound rig.
You don't see that much.
Is challenging the iron.
Getting the front wheels up. You know you're pulling really hard.
Is it coming out? No.
It's fighting us. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Let's get you pulled back in here. See if you can get in a little closer.
Yeah.
Nice and slow. Keep going. Keep going, buddy.
Dylan.
Good?
Good. I'll see if we can get a little bit more pick on it. See if it'll come up.
Bets on a closer attack.
With the truck frozen into the ditch. We're having a tough time here.
Lost it right up.
North of Merritt.
It's just crazy up here.
Dylan's efforts against a stubborn wreck.
It's pretty cold out right now. We have a big block of ice to pull this thing out of.
Are defied again.
Well, F-Man doesn't like that.
It's kind of going pretty bad. Things keep happening one after another.
We're not really moved anywhere, really, though.
It's frozen so hard in here, and it just won't break free.
Running out of options.
I think we need to stick you over there and me on the front.
Dylan.
Switch spots, you mean?
Switch spot, yeah.
Gambles on a major rework.
Put the little truck on the front, the big one on the side.
A job like this is definitely challenging. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try our best.
It's a punishing showdown against a lumber B train.
Just tell them to hold tension on it.
Leadership is shown in a lot of different ways. All the guys are working together and problem solving.
Back up a little bit and just being right in line. We should be able to drag the truck and trailer out this way.
We don't want to cause any damage, but we'd like to get him out of the ditch and get him on his way.
We're just trying to get Thor across the highway. Maybe do a little side pull on it.
Oh, still in there, eh?
Oh, it's turning into a long fight. That's for darn sure.
With the wreckers winching from new positions.
There we go.
Need a balance between muscle and smarts to be able to pull on this and get it out in one piece.
Finally.
I kind of figured that's what we got to do.
A sign of hope.
I'll go back and break the trailers loose and then switch me back to the front.
Yeah. Well, it moved. That's much progress we got right now.
Sometimes things work. Everything's adapt and overcome. They get this thing recovered.
But then...
I got no PTO. I went to line out and I had nothing.
Trouble with the 50-ton heavy.
It's freezing up.
The bitter cold is shutting the iron down.
The PTO is the power takeoff. Mine's freezing up a bit. Andy's is freezing up.
You can try to predict what can happen with these wrecks, but sometimes something catches you off guard.
No, not getting anything.
The airlines that run the PTO actuator to make the hydraulics all work, while we're sitting here, has frozen and made my truck a big paperweight.
We're gonna set up for tomorrow. That's the only thing we can do.
Dylan.
When the 50 ton's dead in the water and the black sheep is having hydraulic issues of its own, it's time to go home.
Is forced to call it for now.
I think it's throwing another truck at it, and I think then we should have it.
Drives me nuts not being able to complete my job.
But we're gonna come back tomorrow with another plan.
Oh, well, you win some, you lose some, eh?
It's just too cold.
Coming back in the morning.
No one ever wants to give up on something. The team there is strong. They have this internal fight amongst themselves inside to do the job well.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Come on.
Dylan's second round.
Success, not another failure.
Against a stubborn wreck.
Holy.
Big John.
Hold it!
Takes on a pricey load. In rough terrain.
Drop.
And the final push. In a battle with disaster. This time on Highway Thru Hell. Rumble in the jungle. Al's crew.
Watch out, hey!
Cuts to the chase.
Hungry bears and possible Sasquatches.
It's a family reunion in a forest.
Here we go, boys.
Then
Wreck another truck.
Cam's back. Facing an uphill battle.
I'm almost out of line here.
In another iron beast.
Anybody tell me how the 3 is? It's blowing and snowing up there like crazy.
Near Hope, BC.
Be here.
A late morning storm on Highway 3.
Yeah, we got one on its roof in the ditch here.
Has turned the narrow and twisting mountain route.
This is notorious for being slippery.
Ambulance is on scene.
Into a white-knuckle ride.
Looks like it's a single vehicle rollover here. I'm just here waiting to get going again.
Just gone show.
Just up the highway, a 50-ton Vulcan wrecker.
Let's do a weather check.
And operator Al Quiring.
Seems to be snowing right now.
Head to a heavy rollover 35 kilometers southeast of Hope.
We've received a call for an overturned truck and trailer.
Hey, driver, where is this accident? We're at the bottom of 21 mile.
I don't know the whole situation, but he said he's on the highway.
Whoa. Careful, we've got an accident down here.
60 feet below the road.
Oh boy, that's a mess.
The wreck is tangled in big timber.
When I get there,
It's crazy.
it's not on the highway at all.
There's a lot of hazards here.
The truck and trailer was approaching a turn when the driver lost control, went over the edge, crashing into the forest below.
The load's probably shifting.
The wreck is now entangled in the trees.
The truck and the trailer are all twisted up and it's way over the bank.
Incredibly, the driver
You guys know if that driver walked away or not?
was taken to hospital with only minor injuries.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But for Al,
Holy frig.
the recovery will be no. On Highway 3,
Yeah, Quiring's up there.
Al Quiring
Real crazy.
sizes up his next major recovery.
Let the games begin.
A truck and trailer camouflaged by thick branches and trees.
Oh my, look at this.
This job is more than what the original description entailed.
The wreck is too big for one truck, so Al puts the job on hold.
We'll come back tomorrow with more equipment and I'll bring my wrecking crew up.
We'll be back tomorrow. You bet you have a safe day. Yeah, watch your back out there.
The next day, in Hope, a driver that hasn't been seen in months returns to Jamie's yard.
Excited to get out here, be part of the team again.
Cam Nino is back for his second winter of mountain recovery.
I'm looking forward to the season, the challenges, and another shot at the hill.
It's actually kind of starting to snow here a little bit. But...
It was coming down a little bit last night on the way down.
Cam's back with us after spending the summer in his home in Calgary, Alberta. Really hard worker, very eager. It's good to have him here with us.
After catching up with Colin, the boss arrives.
Wreck another truck?
Morning. How you doing, James?
Good, how are you?
See you.
You gonna come and help us out for the winter?
Yeah.
Jamie's first task is to get Cam familiar with his latest classic wrecker.
I think the best truck for him to drive is the General. It's a hard truck to drive.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's a little quirky. There's lots of little deals with it.
Well, yeah, it seems every time I come down here, I get this old iron.
Okay.
All right, Jim. If I'm gonna work for Jamie, you're gonna have to make it work efficiently and quickly.
But on Jamie's classic trucks,
yeah, got the old coveralls.
Cam hasn't always had a smooth ride. Last winter,
come on, truck.
Cam was at the controls of Mighty Mo, Jamie's prized vintage wrecker.
It's banging and cracking now.
When a gearbox gave way.
There it goes.
The mechanical failure wasn't Cam's fault, but Cam still wears it.
Yeah, me and Mighty Mo, I would like a redo on that. I feel like I let myself down. A lot of emotions here, you know. Last time I seen this truck, it didn't go so well for me. That was my first old wrecker experience, and I want another crack.
Right away, Cam's road to redemption begins. Stepping up into the General for his first call.
Another accident.
And to get a feel for the 45-ton Holmes wrecker.
Oh, man. Takes a lot to get this to turn.
Cam's gonna head out in the General. It's a good opportunity for him to get used to the controls and become one with the machine.
I'm a little nervous with this truck. This is gonna take some getting used to, I'll tell you that much. It's always a challenge being out here on the mountains and stuff, so, you know, you throw this old iron in there, it's hard.
There's that truck in the ditch.
We're heading out to Othello Road here for recovery on a pickup off the road. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's a crazy one.
Ooh, that truck does not look good.
The pickup is off the road. 70 feet down.
It's a pretty steep bank. We got sticks and rocks. It's gonna be a challenge getting it up here. Looked like it was a pretty wild ride.
Cam's gonna have to make up the difference with his skills between the old gear and these difficult jobs.
Okay, here we go.
How's Highway 3 today? It's just wet, no snow, nothing.
4 kilometers away, just east of Hope.
He's got the green machine.
Al Quiring is rolling to the wreck.
We're headed back up Highway 3 today.
To the big job he scouted yesterday.
And hopefully it'll be a good day of fishing.
Following close behind is operator Gord Boyd.
From what I'm told, we have a dump truck and a trailer upside down about 60 feet down.
And in the convoy of green, a third wrecker, driven by Al's oldest son, Kerry.
The adrenaline's pumping in ya.
Riding up with Dad is Al's youngest, Lucas.
Last night he was like, hey, I need you in the morning. Don't be out late. Got a wreck.
Having my boys with me is like having a whole wrecking crew because they are big boys.
The Quiring boys have grown up in the family business.
Beauty. This is what they call family bonding.
Learning tricks of the trade.
There she comes.
On some of their dad's biggest recoveries.
Carrie is working into heavy towing.
That's acquiring tow secret there.
And Lucas, you know, he's on a different path. He's in heavy truck repair, and he's my mechanic.
I've been doing mechanics since I could turn a wrench, and I kind of like it.
Today,
I'll be going over right up here, I'll bet.
it will take an all-out acquiring family effort to tackle what's below the highway.
When we show up to a wreck like this, we only want to do it once. Marshal the troops, get up there and get her done.
With the convoy parked,
Wow, looks like we got a party happening.
Gord and the others get their first look.
Oh yeah. That would have been one hell of a landing. Yeah, that cab took a hit.
Steep ditch, lots of trees. The driver locked out that day.
Like I said, for one guy to come up here yesterday.
Oh yeah, I guess not gonna happen with one guy.
This is a big job. It's gonna be a long day today.
But before the crew can get close to the wreck,
Broken trees are gonna be a bit of an issue.
they'll have to thin out a thick problem.
We gotta cut some trees.
When the truck left the roadway, it did a little bit of clear-cut logging. And the trees all fell back on top of it.
So hard hats, glasses, and we'll get down there.
To enable that truck to come up first, we're gonna have to remove all the trees.
Wasting no time,
I'm gonna fire up the saw.
Al carves into the problem.
Start cleaning up this, guys.
As the rest of the team
So all this gonna go?
Yeah.
clears timber while keeping a close eye for falling trees.
It's like wood carving a truck is what we're doing. Hungry bears and possible Sasquatches in here.
For Al's boys, it's back-breaking work in a hazardous work zone.
The trees, they're all bent over, bent this way, bent that way. It's a very dangerous area.
It's my cover over there, look.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a spot where that tree is gonna thump you in the head.
It's not doing anything. Just leave it there. It's called a widowmaker, Luke.
That's the last thing you want to have happen.
Why didn't you just leave it there? It's not in the way.
Watch out. Watch out. Hey. Whoa.
On Highway 3, near Hope, BC.
Watch out. Hey. Whoa.
Al Quiring and Sons
Look at that big bastard of a tree. That's a deadly one right there.
are trying to carve a path
Watch out, Luke.
to their next recovery.
You have to watch for kickbacks and what they call the widowmakers.
It's nasty back here.
There's big trees falling all over the place. You gotta be extremely focused and be ready to run.
Jeez, that's a tree.
Keep her going.
But just as the wreck is nearly cleared, Al's operation grinds to a halt.
Unfortunately, the chainsaw jammed up.
Want me to go grab a sledgehammer?
Yeah, yell at Gord.
Hey, Gord, sledgehammer!
Gord is topside, waiting for the recovery to start.
On any job like this, you have to have a backup plan, and a backup plan for the backup plan. Coming down.
Jesus.
Let's apply a little bit of muscle to it. We'll make it move.
Where'd my wedge go?
With the right tools,
Watch out, that log's got spring. We're good.
Al's back on track. But the Quiring family's battle in the trees is far from over.
In this case, we're using the chainsaw. Some days I'd rather use dynamite.
Pretty nasty stuff.
Near Hope, on Othello Road.
That's a crazy one.
Cam Nino is on his first recovery with the General.
Learning how to drive a new truck, Jamie's General, it's a challenge because you got to learn controls, you got to learn the quirks. How do you turn it on? Yeah, lots to prove to Jamie and to myself. It's out. We didn't do any more damage. It's successful recovery. Sometimes as a tow truck driver, you need to improvise.
Cam's got this one under his belt, and I'm hoping that he's going to be able to do some work with the old truck without any troubles.
I'm looking forward to mastering these trucks and getting some more experience out here.
This guy's not for you. Holy. He's off the road though, eh? Absolutely. He's right off the road.
After 3 hours of cutting and clearing.
Doesn't look so bad now after all the trees are gone.
The acquiring crew are nearly ready to start the recovery.
Definitely hard work, but at the end of the day, we prevailed.
The dump truck and trailer are free of the dense timber. But Al can't bring it up until he tackles another problem.
The fuel tanks were full of several hundred liters.
We gotta address that fuel.
The wreck is in a protected wilderness.
We are up in beautiful, picturesque Manning Park. The last thing we need to have is a tank rupture and spill all that fuel.
The safest plan is to drain every drop of diesel.
A precise send.
And take it away in barrels.
We'll bring in the fuel evacuation kit and take care of the problem.
A hazardous materials crew arrives to monitor the transfer.
He said he was about half full when he laid into it, so he's probably got about 300 liters on board.
There's concerns with the environment. We're gonna make sure everything is done proper.
We need to tap the tank right now.
Al lines up his drill and bores a hole in the tank. And the fuel
Squeeze the nozzle.
Is carefully pumped out.
If something happens, it's just gonna cause a whole problem that's gonna escalate beyond belief.
Those hazmat guys are just staring.
35 kilometers southeast of Hope, BC.
Squeeze the nozzle, boy.
Al Quiring is trying to pump fuel out of a wreck in a protected forest.
Let's make sure we're full right to the top.
We're concerned about diesel leaking out. We don't want anything bad like that to happen.
Okay, unplug us.
The truck is safely drained.
I know it's 3/4 full. Yeah. So yeah, 250, 270.
But Al's crew...
Can you imagine trying to hump those up by hand?
...needs to haul the 300-pound barrels up the bank.
No thanks. To actually bodily carry a 45-gallon drum of fuel up that bank, even Lucas would have a problem with that.
How did he have it?
Didn't quite catch Dad's lesson.
Come on, get it in there. Let's go.
Working with my dad, he doesn't really teach.
Do you have both hooked or one? You showed us so quick.
You just have to watch and then figure it out on your own.
Hey, come on, guys.
Like that? Like, yeah, explain this. You never showed me.
Al scrambles down.
You just did it so quick, I didn't catch it.
To show Carrie how it's done.
You know, it's sure we're father and son, but
I'll let it down.
Okay. That makes sense.
this is the real deal here. I want to make sure everything's done right.
Al returns to the road, and Carrie
Bring this one down. Pull on it.
finally gets the hang of it.
He did it so quick I didn't notice what he did.
I started yesterday compared to him in his towing experience.
The last barrel makes it to the top.
Okay, we're good.
We nailed it right on the head.
And even the hazmat crew
That was something else.
is impressed.
We got lager in the blood, a couple generations back.
Now,
All right, we're gonna carry on.
the real challenge begins.
This is the sketchy part.
Bringing the 40,000-pound wreck up to the road. When the truck and trailer rolled off the highway, the 60-foot-long unit was heavily twisted.
You have a dump truck that's laying on its left-hand side, and you have a trailer attached to it, still hooked up, which is upside down. And that is the problem.
Al will have to separate the two units and bring them up one at a time.
We'll get the trailer out of the way, and then we'll remove the truck.
Just no other way to do it.
There's no way you're gonna bring both of them up at once. The simplest way to do it, cut the hitch loose, drag the trailer up, then go back for the truck.
But the connector between the units, called the reach, is too damaged to release.
The reach is a little triangular piece with a ring on the front. Normally you would just disconnect it, lift the ring off, separate the two pieces.
Al's only option is to cut through twisted metal.
So there is torque and tension. I mean, we don't know exactly how much.
Those reaches have killed more tow truck drivers than anything. This might be the last thing I do.
It's a dangerous procedure. Your life could drastically change in a heartbeat.
The last thing I want to see is my dad get whipped off of the truck 10 feet in the air and not make her home.
Man, it's just brutal. Just brutal.
This is the real scary part of the job. Al's got to cut that hitch and do it in such a way that it doesn't kill him.
Oh, gee.
I'm just going through an accident site right now. Boy, it looks dangerous, doesn't it?
On an all-day recovery on Highway 3.
This move is the deadliest move for tow truck drivers.
Al Quiring is trying to separate two pieces of a wreck, sawing through a twisted hitch.
As soon as Al cuts that bar, the pressure and the torque is going to release and it's going to come back at him. If that thing moves, it'll take your head clean off.
It's a long way to the hospital. Is he going to make it if this goes wrong?
One side of the hitch.
Ooh, okay. Some of the tension just let go.
Kicked back only inches. To finish the job, Al must cut through one more metal arm.
He's going to come up on top and get out of the line of fire is what he's going to do.
Still loaded with thousands of pounds of pressure.
I want to protect myself to make sure that I'm out of the way. If that thing flies, I'm not going to get hit.
The trailer is separated.
Okay, we're there.
And the tension released.
Beauty.
Nobody got hurt, everything was good, and we'll just carry on.
I was expecting that thing to come shooting out of there.
So was I.
My dad's always a guy, he'll put himself into danger before he'll put his sons into it.
That first one I cut, there was a lot of load on.
Yeah, I saw that. We've gotten lucky on this one.
It doesn't matter what, he is always up to the task.
The 20,000-pound trailer is Al and Gord's next target. But a hidden feature could stop it from coming up the bank. Hydraulics raise the trailer box up and down, so most of the box is not attached to the frame.
I'm hoping we can get a belly wrap on to chain the body up.
Worst case scenario, you start pulling on it, and up comes your chassis and the box wants to stay.
Can you hook that up on top?
Yeah, you want it right here?
Wherever you can get it, yeah.
Terry and Lucas wrap chains around the box to keep it closed.
Feed it through the frame, buddy.
Yeah, pull up as much slack as you can there.
Chain the box to the chassis so that it doesn't open up halfway through the recovery.
Okay.
Al will use a line from his wrecker to flip the trailer over. Then add another line from Gord's truck to winch the unit sideways up the bank.
Gonna get this baby rocking and rolling there.
Al takes the controls. And his boys take it in.
I'm a pretty quick learner, and I've always loved running machines.
When you put it in a high gear like that, does it lose any power?
Just makes the pump run faster. I like bumping the idle up.
I definitely would enjoy getting into the heavy side of towing a bit more.
The trailer is on its wheels, and the dump box,
sweet,
has held together.
Just back yourself up, Gord.
Yep.
Now, Al needs the second wrecker.
So watch out, guys. Watch out.
To bring the trailer the rest of the way.
Forethought in the recovery is paramount. Just thinking about it before you do it.
Gord backs into position.
Oh, beautiful.
And Al runs another line down to the trailer.
Tighten her up, Gordy.
I got 100,000 pounds of pull to it. Once I start that thing moving, it is coming up. But we got rocks and trees and stumps.
All right, you guys, let her rip.
Nearly halfway up the bank.
Hanging up here.
The trailer begins to dig in.
That's bad.
Easy. Hold on, Gord.
We got the trailer just about to the top, and she's starting to dig in.
If it's not reacting in the manner you want, then you have to change your tactics.
Al adds a line from his wrecker to the back end.
Pretty handy having them hooks under there.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Adding one more line provides both more pulling power and it allows us to steer it. More lines equals more control.
Dad's gonna try and pivot it at the back.
She's coming now. Just keep going, Gord.
But as the pull continues,
It's teetering on the balance. We don't know exactly which way it's going to go. So things can go wrong right here.
Easy, easy.
mud and debris pile up against the wheels. And the trailer
Hold steady.
reaches its tipping point.
Just hold it.
Easy.
Easy.
On Highway 3.
Oh, man.
Keep going.
Al and Gord battle to bring a 10-ton trailer
Easy.
up to the road.
Worst case scenario is something breaks and it rolls back down into the ditch and we got to do it over again.
I'm running out of room.
Be careful coming into 70 quick.
We're pulling it up sideways to maintain the single lane closure. If we're going to pull it up endwise, we're going to need to take up another lane.
What's going on out there? there's a big wreck on the curb.
Finally, the trailer is on the road.
We're out.
Like any recovery, you know what your ultimate goal is, and you just go with the flow.
Stop, good. Okay, I'm gonna grab this and take it up the road here.
Al tows the trailer just up the highway
And Al's on his way up.
to move it out of the way.
Pick it up with the tow truck and head her out of there.
But it's only half of the recovery.
Now that we've got the trailer out, we can concentrate on the truck.
That's the hard one.
The truck is nearly twice the weight of the trailer and landed in a tricky spot.
The issue here is that the truck is facing the wrong way. We've got the wheels facing away from us.
But Al has a plan.
I'm gonna run my side puller down underneath the box at the tailgate.
Yeah.
The choir and crew will take advantage of their surroundings.
Do a block off of your truck down to a tree.
Yeah, pull it up and you go underneath and...
Yep.
Yeah, that'll work.
To pull off the final piece of the recovery.
We'll get a blue strap here, boys. One of those. And I think right on that big spruce right there.
Rigged to a tree, the extra strap will redirect one of two lines from Gord's wrecker, while a line from Al's side puller helps roll the truck back onto its wheels. Once again, Al puts his sons to work, sending Lucas down to rig to the tree.
Cable is going to go on that blue strap. Just don't pull it out too fast.
And Carrie to run lines to the wreck.
There are kids out there who would kill for the training that Carrie and Lucas are getting. This is the kind of stuff you can't buy from a book.
Okay.
But in the path of the recovery,
There is that big rock down there.
Al discovers another obstacle.
Might run into a problem.
A large boulder.
There's big rocks, there's logs, there's stumps that have been ripped up.
So we'll have to watch to make sure we don't get pitched up. All right, here we go, boys.
With the tree redirecting the pull,
Just be cautious.
the dump truck begins to move.
Ah, jeez.
And Al and Gord guide the wreck past the boulder.
Keep her coming.
Come on.
It's not an exact science.
Am I clear of that tree?
Yep. Easy.
There we go.
Perfect. Then we'll get the blue strap.
The truck is on its wheels.
That's good.
But unlike its trailer,
Gord, hold your underlift down.
Yeah.
the 25,000-pound unit can't be brought up the bank sideways.
The worst can happen, right? Be ready.
There's logs sticking up out of the road bank, there's sharp rocks there.
So this time,
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Al and Gord must winch the wreck straight back
Let's keep on it, Gord.
in reverse.
Oh, hood down. Hood down.
That's probably 30, 40 feet. It's almost vertical.
This thing's not in gear, is it?
Automatic.
You want to try and grab a hold of the nose now?
Clear the debris away.
To finish the job,
That's all we're going to get for now. We need to get hold of the nose.
The 50-ton wreckers need more room.
Yeah, I'll get a chain down the front there and give her a heave hole.
We have to have a place to put it once it gets up out of the hole.
Oh, we're just gonna re-rig here for a few minutes.
Al explains his situation to a highway supervisor.
Pull them out there and pull it 20 more feet. If you're okay with that.
Hanging on the edge of a 60-degree slope, the wreck is poised for the final showdown.
There has to be enough room between me and the edge of the road to land this thing.
You go ahead and you come in right here.
Take the whole road?
Yeah, he's gonna give us the whole road. We're not gonna piss around and get our asses off the road is our priority. We're just gonna get our rig up here first.
Al takes one last trip down the bank
Okay.
to run a line to the front of the cab.
We make an adjustment, give it a little directional pull, fish that baby out of there.
Okay, we're good?
We can block the road for 20 minutes. I don't want to even come close to that.
You got the road closed? Highway's closed.
I'm aiming to have this thing up on the pavement in 10 minutes or less.
With Gord's truck in position,
Okay, heave on her.
it's time to go.
Keep your boom up, Gord. Boom up.
I'm concentrating on one thing and one thing only, is getting that truck up onto the pavement.
Keep going. Okay, come on, come on. Come on.
Lots of guys working on this accident scene up here, boys. Highway's closed.
Keep going.
Near the end of an epic all-day recovery,
Okay, come on, come on.
Al and Gord have shut down Highway 3 to haul in the last piece of a major wreck.
The traffic is stopped, and we want to get them rolling as soon as possible.
The back end is up on the road, but is sinking in the soft sand.
Just come in here quick, boys. Clean that wheel off quick.
Lucas grabs a shovel
Quick, quick, quick. Get that wheel clean.
to help his dad.
Keep going, Gordon. Keep going.
We've got the clock running. They want us out of there. They want us out of there quick.
The 12.5-ton truck on a sharp angle is nearly out.
Get him released and unhooked.
Release and unhook, Gord.
Yep.
Okay, off the road. That wasn't too bad, eh? Beauty.
That was 4 minutes.
Perfect.
From the time I pulled out to the time I got back off the highway was 4 minutes.
So we're gonna get things cleaned up. Get that traffic cleared up right now.
Did they open the highways? Oh, yeah, she's opened up.
Acquiring Towing's challenging off-road recovery was a team effort.
That was slick. Just like we knew what the hell we were doing.
Yeah, I love doing jobs like this. Get in there, get it done, go home.
Pretty damn good, even if I do say so myself.
But for Al's sons, it was something more.
Love working with my old man. So much to learn, so much knowledge, and it means a lot to me.
A chance to spend time with a man who taught them everything.
Every day is fun with him, and following in his footsteps, it makes me happy.
Easy, Dad. There you go.
All right, fellas. We're wrapped up. Everything's secure. Yeah. That's why I say these guys are handy sized, eh?
Working alongside the boys, it's my family's heritage. This has been going on for decades. And it's fun to see the fourth generation.
All right, we'll see you up the road. Okay, we're out of here. Job's done. We're gonna go home and get something to eat.
My boys, they got the gusto to get the job done. They did it perfectly. It's pretty cool that that legacy continues.
We gotta keep the tradition going, right?
This time on Highway Thru Hell. Double duty for Aggressive's mightiest rotator. Jamie and Gord.
Can you take that hook off? No, it's tight.
Take on a tangled situation. And nighttime fishing.
Ooh, she is in there.
Forces Team Reliable.
The whole truck wants to suction itself down more.
To take a bold gamble.
Very dangerous.
Oh!
Snowing at the top. Really freaking cold.
On BC's Coquihalla Highway, the chill of nightfall as maintenance crews
I'm headed to Zopkias now.
using a go-to weapon for slick conditions.
Almost every shift, we're out there sanding to get traction back.
That small amount of snow on the road surface actually helps hold our sand in place.
But near the summit,
Firing heading up.
25 kilometers an hour backwards in a snowstorm. What could possibly go wrong?
Clyring Towing's Gord Boyd is deployed to a problem. Stopping big machines
We got plow trucks on this line up here.
from laying sand.
Everyone stop.
Oh, yeah. And she's slick, all right. Those plows have to keep moving because it becomes like an ice rink.
These guys go.
Oh.
But the stuck drivers
Now they're putting chains on.
are delaying Gord's efforts.
I gotta get you out of here because we got traffic blocked, okay? Okay.
We don't have time to wait for them. That's it. We gotta clear them.
Look, we have got to get you out of here now. Put the chains back in the truck.
We're all stuck on the hill.
High on the Coquihalla,
Look, we have got to get you out of here now.
truckers slow to cooperate
Please, just do as we tell you.
are blocking crews trying to keep the mountain pass safe.
A few more loads of sand would do nice down here.
Look, just put it back. Get in your truck.
If the plows can't do their cycle, that hill's gonna get ugly, and it's gonna get ugly fast.
The delay
Not gonna give him a choice.
has Highways Maintenance Supervisor Curtis Brown
Because there's no maintenance now happening.
arriving to back up Gord.
This affects traffic tremendously.
Can you tell these guys to abandon ship on those chains? We got to get them out of here.
Okay, this is my highway. Put your top in. Just head to the top right now.
We're running out of patience, and we just want to get this done.
Look, just put it back. Get in your truck.
Yeah, okay.
Finally, Gord can saddle up.
I'll get him over onto this side.
Slick roadway due to the blockage.
Once we get this thing moving,
Sure looks shiny there.
everything slides.
Shows how crucial highway maintenance is.
Get compact up over the top.
Ice is the absolute worst condition on that hill, on any road for that matter. We want everyone to go home at the end of the day.
Yeah, everything's good.
Now we can get the plows through. Hill will be in good shape in no time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how you lay down. Yeah.
Beautiful. Good work. In Merritt there, it's pretty icy.
To the north. Local lumber
That's wild, eh?
has hit the ditch.
The forestry industry, it's a huge part of Merritt. Having a truck like that out of commission is costly for the business and for the community.
For a reliable towing heavy, it's a short drive from the Merritt yard.
Around the corner, and there's a lumber truck rolled over on the side of the road.
Next to a lumber mill, Supervisor Dylan Greenwood assesses the rollover.
The guy was told to back up so they can get another load in, and he got too close to the ditch.
Truck might come over nicely, but the load's gonna be a pain.
100,000 pounds of lumber is still on deck.
The load, that's the majority of the weight.
We're just gonna cut the straps. Just watch your footing. There's load on that.
Cutting the straps can be a dangerous job. So we have to be mindful of that.
Each bundle they release weighs 4,500 pounds.
Stand on top of the tire when you cut it. Beautiful.
Now ready for the recovery.
I'm probably just gonna put your deck truck on the rear. Okay. Yeah, just on the side puller.
From up the road, a second truck joins the fray.
Usually we have wrecks that are outside of town. Today, everything we need is right here.
I just need to run that out.
The wrecker
Perfect.
will lead the charge, attacking with 2 winch lines.
We're gonna try to roll this thing over as straight as possible.
So we'll bring it over, and then we'll probably pull it out from underneath the load. Watch yourself.
We're hoping to land this truck without a hitch. Do a little bit of the pull, then do a little bit more.
I don't want to lose it. So.
What happened here, I wonder?
In the town of Merritt,
Watch yourself.
Dylan works to land.
Don't lose it.
A big rig.
I've decided to bring out the front end first.
Okay. Release yard.
Step by step to minimize damage to the cargo and the truck and trailer.
Back up and get out of the way.
30 minutes into the fight. From the nearby reliable yard.
Anyway,
that's one way to offload.
Team member Curtis Kristen joins in.
And sure enough, work came to me today.
I'm just gonna come back over to here and I'll block the road and I'll pull that trailer out. All right, watch yourself. I'm just gonna move out.
The next challenge is getting the semi onto pavement. Lumber still clinging to the trailer is the lifeblood of the small town.
Merritt has grown with the forestry industry. It shows you the importance of the pride that they have in that mill.
It's up to Team Reliable.
I'm gonna pull my lines out.
To keep the bundles of lumber whole.
Okay.
Nobody likes a game of pickup sticks.
We don't have this opportunity very often to impress our neighbors.
There you go. Look at that, I'm a professional. I saved the load.
Get the salvage crew out here, and we're gonna start stacking lumber.
Heck yeah. Yeah, good. I'm gonna grab the Bobcat and we'll start picking up some lift. I'm just gonna pull it into the salvage yard.
Dylan, he's been around a while. He knows what he's doing. He made it look really easy.
Looks like he's clear. Yeah, I got it like that.
Our company's philosophy is be a part of the community. You take a lot of pride in it.
Just like that.
How's Highway 1 today?
200 kilometers southwest.
Yeah, it's busy.
In the Fraser Valley.
Gotta be close for a while.
Minutes away.
Gotta open the road.
Is Jason Davis in Aggressive Towing's 70-ton rotator.
I don't know how it happened, but the quicker we can get this out of there, the better.
You guys know if that driver walked away or not?
I believe he did.
Whoa.
On a road next to Highway 1, the dump truck lost control, landing with its trailer upside down.
It's like, wow.
The driver of this truck, he managed to flip over and lose all his dirt, and he's laying right across the road.
Also on scene,
oh, watch yourself,
is swamper Jordan Comerford.
My first impression on this wreck. Oof. What a mess.
But for this recovery,
We'll just run a deck winch to the high side.
Yeah.
And then we'll do to it, pull the whole thing over.
Jason won't call in more iron.
What we're gonna try to do here today is get the pony trailer in line with the truck and pull them all over as one.
This is the best way to take a drive shaft out. Get it over with now while it's on its side. Easy to get to.
Taking on two pieces at once will be a technical feat for the rotator.
It has 2 winches in the belly. It has two 50,000 or 60,000 pound winches on the boom. So we have enough pulling power here.
I'd go on your side.
Yeah.
Put that under those lines. Feed it under.
It's gonna be difficult, but Jason's been in the business for so many years. He's got a lot of knowledge in this.
Over the frame?
Yeah.
The ambitious plan needs rigging.
Just take that 1/2 inch, scale up there.
That's ironclad.
Around the center where the axle thing is, the perch on the back side. Go around the top side.
Of the last axle?
Of the last axle. Yeah, and then I'll hand you up the deck winch.
Doing a recovery like this is fairly complex. Every step of the way, you have to check it.
For Jordan, it means a careful approach.
Climbing up on top of this pony trailer, it's not the best thing. Not really much to stand on. A little sketchy.
Cable, up.
That's perfect.
15 feet off the ground. Jordan delivers.
There it goes.
What's good about having a rigger, I don't have to be in there doing it. Jordan's doing it for me.
But to Jason,
probably around here.
Jordan,
around both of them even?
Yeah.
Is more than a swamper.
The yellow one? Yeah.
Jason's my father-in-law, so it's nice to work with him. It's always a good time.
At the aggressive yard,
is that Daddy?
Jordan's son, Dawson,
Who's that?
Hey, buddy.
is sometimes on dispatch duty with his mom.
Uh-oh.
Cut.
Jason's daughter, Tia.
I dress about a twang.
Family business means I'm not just doing it for myself. It gives you, I think, a little bit more drive to make it work.
Now.
Okay.
All right. Get at her.
Side by side for battle. The aggressive family's powerful rotator takes on 60 feet of wreck.
What we're watching for is to make sure that we can roll the vehicle and make sure that it doesn't drag. So I got to pull a little bit more in the back than the front to start with, then a little bit in the front, a little bit in the back.
Recovery process right now.
In the Fraser Valley, Jason is wrestling two targets. With one rotator.
You have to make sure that your cables are all tight and they're all in the right spot, and that you're controlling it.
Jason's steady hands.
Touchdown.
Get the dump truck on its wheels.
Knows what he's doing. Ain't his first rodeo.
But the pop trailer is still mired on its side.
Challenge right off the bat is going to be the mud. Definitely going to be pretty tricky pulling through it. We're definitely not out of this yet.
That's not working.
How's it looking over there?
To the east,
Okay, get her going.
in a 25-ton modern wrecker, Jamie Davis has few details heading to a job.
It's kind of an unpredictable deal. It makes a difference in how we approach it, what equipment we bring to the game.
Drop there.
On scene,
You don't take your time on that corner. She's a dangerous one.
flat deck operator Gord Lundeen
It's got some weight to it.
sees it's a four-wheeler.
Oh, right away. I'm thinking, isn't this going to be an easy pull?
The driver walked away from this crash. We want to winch that thing over onto its wheels and drag it up the bank.
But then,
How does he get a winch on there? He's got a winch line.
an unwelcome surprise.
See the winch?
Yep.
An onboard winch hooked to a tree.
The guy must have put his own winch line onto the tree to try and flip it over.
Something that looks and should be easy ends up being difficult. Yeah, we gotta get that line off there. Can you take that hook off or no?
No, it's tight.
I'm reefing on the thing, but that's going to cause problems for us.
Nothing? No. Why would he have to put that there like that? We've got to somehow get it in a position where we can unhook the cable, get the tension off that line, and then do the rest of the recovery. Let me pull on it a little bit.
Jamie tries to jostle the unit. But the tangled cable
It's not coming, eh?
No.
refuses to go slack.
We've got to look to some other idea here. Okay, well, let's get off of that. You've got to be able to gracefully get through all these little problems.
They re-rig.
Want me to hook to the bottom one, James?
Yeah, we got to get that line off there.
To adjust
I'll just keep pulling it.
the angle of the pull.
You just got to power through things and do what you got to do. See that thing slacking off?
Yeah.
Try it now.
Yeah, okay.
This time,